This is the setting. War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Connecticut Huskies and the Wyoming Cowboys. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. I did check in with the Connecticut head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Cowboys offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Cowboys send out the punt unit. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior running back. He may not be the best-known star around, but man, does this team love what he brings. Hits inside, it's Reeder. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Powers inside. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Turns up, it's Porter. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, UConn! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Got it, looking for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Cowboys will punt this one away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? All the way back to the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Finds his man.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder on the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. The quick game. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Out wide right, it's Porter. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. UConn quick to the line. In the red area, it's Christian. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. Swamped immediately.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. We'll start this second quarter with a field goal attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Holman. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little in. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Taken down right away. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Dropping back, it's Hughes. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes a handoff. It's Harris. On the move. Continues to fight for yards. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the middle. Looking for the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll run it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive.
Caught, and he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Oh, pressure's coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hughes. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they're not on the same page there.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Christian. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. First up, a look at Michigan in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that caps off a banner season for this club, 10-2. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Laramie. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Gets away from one, finds room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Finds a tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Hands it off. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down to the air. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Ross. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Out wide left, it's Ross. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of 1st downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Second down, going to throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The hand to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Going to the run, it's Christian. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He's changing the play. They'll ride him again. Touchdown, Huskies! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. They'll go to the air. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. And he takes this from and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keep it on the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Pushes ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Tried to run for it on 4th and 1, and there was nowhere to go. The defense gets the stop. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Takes the handoff, it's Harris. Fights off a defender. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Hughes. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Will, wonders never cease. If you're a defensive guy, they called PI on the offense this time. The penalty pushes the offense back for this 2nd down. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Caught. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try the left side. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On the return, cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. UConn going back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run him again. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Move to his right. Lets it fly. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender. Great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Handoff to the lone back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. In the backfield, it's Harris. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Sets his feet. It's Hughes. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
After that incompletion, fourth and...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Harris. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And the Cowboys want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to run it. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be short of the line to gain. The Cowboys come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looking to throw on 3rd. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They're going to ride this running back. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Drives inside. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game. And, Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need 1 first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Gonna run it. It's Hart. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work